Hey Thrivers, welcome back to my channel, Thrive Lifecare. I'm Shelby. I'm really glad you're here today. It's another beautiful fall day. Birds are singing, the air's nice and crisp. So many things to enjoy outside in nature. Just a beautiful morning. Today's topic is going to be the man sets the tone in a relationship. In the natural order of family operations, of a man, a woman, and children, the man sets the tone of the relationship. You know how a man always wants to be the leader of the household, wants to feel like he's in charge of his family or his wife. He wants to be the king of the castle. And in order to actually be the king of the castle, he must be the leader. And when you're the leader, you set the tone of the relationship. So if you want a calm and happy relationship where you're coexisting in peace and harmony, the man's job is to set the tone. And a woman feeds off of his energy. That's why showing up for her and being consistent is so important. She can feel safe when you're leading properly. And if you're not leading properly, she doesn't feel safe. So a man's job is to create a safe space for his woman emotionally, mentally, and physically. Because when he nurtures this positive environment, she feels secure and she can trust in his presence. It's not about being perfect. It's about being reliable and intentional in how the man shows up. Hopefully, and rightfully so, he must communicate clearly and honestly. A woman needs to know that she can trust her man's words and his actions, that he's going to be truthful and open, because sets a foundation of trust and respect that strengthens the bonds. A man's job is to provide emotional stability. His calm and composed demeanor can anchor a woman when life gets overwhelming. By maintaining his emotional balance, he becomes a source of strength and comfort, and this allows her to feel safe enough to be vulnerable, to open her heart and to be vulnerable. If a man shows affection and appreciation, a woman will thrive on that. They thrive on the little things that a man does to make her feel valued. Simple acts of kindness, compliments, gestures of love. This reinforces her sense of security and emotional connection. If you're feeling disconnected with your partner, it could be that you're not providing a safe space, a soft place to fall. A woman needs a soft place to fall where she can actually let her hands down. If you're not giving her a safe place to fall, she feels like she still has to be on guard, even with you. So a man needs to handle conflict with maturity. How he handles disagreements, the tone of his voice, the look on his face, the words he chooses, how he navigates disagreements, all this sets the tone for the relationship's overall health. By approaching conflicts with patience and a willingness to understand, he demonstrates respect. And it also fosters harmony between the two. A man's job is to also be the protector, not just physically, but emotionally. By protecting a woman's heart and being mindful of his actions and his words, this is crucial because this is him prioritizing her emotional safety. She feels cherished and respected and loved. And when she feels cherished, respected, and loved, she's going to treat you as though she's cherished, respected, and loved. And that's how you'll feel. So a man's job is to lead with love and compassion. His energy and intentions impact the relationship. It impacts that emotional climate. By consistently choosing kindness and empathy and care, he's setting a standard for how they interact and grow together. You can either grow together or you can grow apart. And a lot of that depends on the tone. The tone that is set by the man that wants to be in charge and wants to be the leader and the king of the castle. If he wants a pleasant, peaceful home, then that's the tone he needs to set. A man's job is to inspire his woman to be her best self. His encouragement means a lot. His belief in her dreams are important. And to support her endeavors gives her power so she can reach new heights. By being her biggest cheerleader, he builds a partnership where both can flourish. He needs to remain consistent in his actions and his promises. Consistency builds trust. And trust is the backbone of any strong relationship. When a man stands by his word, he creates a sense of stability. And this allows the woman to relax and fully be herself and open up her heart and to be vulnerable to him. That man needs to be present, fully present. Quality time, genuine listening, undivided attention. Those are powerful ways that he can show up for her. Presence is more than just physical proximity. It's about being fully engaged in the moment. This makes her feel valued and seen and heard, which is validating her, which is so important. That's what builds trust and love and a close relationship that it's like a three-strand rope, hard to break. And so you have to ask yourself, as these little boys are growing up to be men, is anyone teaching them this? You know, men have a lot of self-healing to do as well as a lot of females. Because not only are men supposed to show up and be authentic, truthful, be the best cheerleader for their partner, this goes both ways. It's just that the man wants to be in charge. He wants to be the king of the castle, the head of the household. So naturally, the tone of the relationship is going to fall to be his responsibility. Now, that doesn't mean that a woman can just treat that man like crap. This should be, couples should treat each other with these same kind gestures, respect, showing up, being present. Because being together, you could be sitting at the same table with someone but not interacting. Just because you're in the same proximity with someone doesn't mean it's a great relationship and that you're spending quality time together. You could both be sitting at the same table reading a different book and each in your own little world. And, if a man would do all these things, he would be so surprised what the woman will do back for him. And, it's just as important that the woman respects her man. It shows love and appreciation, gratefulness, kindness. Women need to show up for their men too. You need to be a safe place for your man to fall. He needs to know that he's safe and secure with you. So, it is a two-way street. But if you're going to be the leader, you got to set the tone. And a lot of men may say that's unfair, but I'm sorry, that's the facts. If you want to be in charge, large and in charge of your castle, then you're setting the tone. And if you want a woman to treat you right, it starts with you treating her right. Because you obviously are attracted to each other for some reason, or you wouldn't already be together. Right? Men and women have separate roles, and each are just as important. And unfortunately, most men were not taught this when they were growing up. And just like a lot of us women, the men also have had toxic childhoods, that, they really need to work on themselves to get over that so that they are free to love and be honest. And, I think it would really change the world if men would understand this. Because, a woman needs that in order to feel safe and secure and vulnerable in her relationships. So I think the world would be a much better place if men were taught these things early. Because in our society today, there seems to be a lot of men that are avoidant. They're liars, they're gaslighters, they ghost. They also seem to expect that, the woman's job is the old woman's job from decades gone by. And it's not anymore. It's a partnership. And each person has to do their part and respect each other and love each other if they want a successful, healthy relationship. And the last thing I'd like to add to that is a successful relationship is not about one person consistently stepping up while the other reaps all the benefits. It is about mutual responsibility, shared emotional labor, and equality in efforts. Both men and women should be accountable. They should be accountable for creating a loving, stable environment where both can succeed and be happy. A woman gives 100% when she loves a man. But without appreciation and respect coming back from that man and feeling like she's loved and appreciated, she will begin to do less and less and less until she doesn't try anymore. She doesn't care anymore. So, yes, I do agree that basically the man sets the tone of the relationship. Okay, it either makes you turn towards him or run like hell away. I mean, it goes without saying that a woman is going to give more. She's going to give 100% in return when she feels respected and appreciated and safe. And a man's tone will dictate how she feels. And men, try to set those positive tones in your relationships, and you'll be shocked how that woman will just be all over you. Want to do for you, take care of you, and love on you. So I hope that helps somebody. Thanks for watching today. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. Come back, see what I got for you. Take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.